It's the Whiskey Vault backwards Twilight Zone day. It gets weird.
Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
Oh, is that our cold open now?
Wait, we already did a cold open.
I'm Rex. No, wait. That's the next time.
You're
I'm Daniel.
sabotaging. You're sabotaging my. It's
Do I get to do the Magnificent Bastard
I'm
thing
being
then?
promoted. You want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
Today, this is whiskey from Duncan Geshevitz.
Yeah.
Duncan Geshevitz, you magnificent bastard! That's pretty good,
That's
right?
pretty good. Now, just one note.
Okay.
Just one note.
Just a little coaching.
Just one note.
Okay.
The bastard. You want to draw the bastard?
Oh, okay, go low.
Yeah, you bastard.
You magnificent bastard!
Yes, really thread it out there. Yeah. That's good.
All right. So we're doing Montana whiskey, which is ironic because it says Montgomery all over the bottle.
Yeah. What's
But
up?
that's the person's last name.
Oh.
Right,
So Montgomery's like an Alabama thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I kept thinking that they had sent us Alabama whiskey, but actually they sent us Montana whiskey. So here's what we're doing. We're going to start with the Sudden Wisdom Rye. Now this is Ryan and Jenny Montgomery.
Which happens with pretty much enough of any whiskey. You get sudden wisdom.
Ryan got so serious about whiskey, he went and trained with Springbank.
Oh, so over to Scotland. And
Yeah.
Nice.
And then came back, started making their own whiskey. So I'm excited to try their single malt
Sure.
because of that. Now we're going to start with the rye, which is not normally my favorite. This is 2 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is 100% Montana and Canadian rye, which they mill, ferment, and mash on site. They do all of that themselves.
I like the nose.
It's 53-gallon barrels.
Mm-hmm. Do we know how many different sized barrels there are? We've seen.
Oh yeah, there's basically if you have the money to tell the cooper what you want, you can get any size barrel.
That is, I'm getting apple. Did you say this is rye?
Mm-hmm.
Straight rye?
Yeah, I totally get red apple.
Yeah.
Just exploding out of the glass.
And it's a red apple that I would typically reserve for a bourbon note.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't a straight rye. Not getting black licorice.
This makes me feel like a season, like a whole season. Like fall, like leaves are changing.
So between the summer and the fall.
And the
summer,
cider, it's still slightly warm outside. The chill hasn't first set in yet.
You know what? The nose is making me hopeful that yet again,
I'm fly fishing.
I'm hopeful to find a rye that I like.
I've now had at least 3 that were like, that made me reconsider.
I would want to know, as you're tasting, I would want to know that the ryes that I'm liking aren't unicorn ryes, that are just, they're outliers and they're weird.
Dude.
Is Willet Rye a unicorn rye, or is that like...
Dude.
I'm getting there. getting there. I'm asking you, is Willet Rye a unicorn? Is it a unique creature?
No, I think it's pretty a classic rye.
Is it a classic?
I mean, it's a classic cask strength rye.
Okay.
I think the unicorn was the Balcones I tried the other day, which we're going to do on camera.
All right.
And we're going to make the entire Balcones distillery Magnificent Bastards.
Damn, dude, that's honey.
Yes.
Red apple.
It is.
Wow.
It is good.
And it's just the right amount of alcohol bite to still,
And just the right amount of spice.
to still feel like it's robust but not bitey.
45%.
It's not. It takes you right up to that limit. It swells up, but it's still nice and rounded off.
Dude, and this is like clove spices. This is slate citrus.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man.
All right. I feel like I should be starting a
This
rye.
is pretty magnificent.
I feel like I should be starting a rye list.
No, I think what we need to do is see if Montgomery will sell us some of their their rye wort, and then we can distill it here.
I'm gonna nod like I know what word.
Yeah, no, that's like they've done everything but distill it.
Oh.
Then they ship it to us.
All right. Then we take the credit. Ryan Taylor, are you guys getting to the point that you might revisit some whiskey reviews? You know, to not talk about the whiskeys. We figured out we're about halfway through the vault.
Yeah, we are almost halfway, and we're a year and a quarter. I mean, actually, that's not true. We have over 800, so we're probably about 40% done. And every time you guys mail in whiskey, that date gets further away. So we could still be shooting episodes for another 1.5 to 2 years and not repeat something.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a heads up on that.
I mean, in a year, I already look like this. I just...
You're gonna be at death's doorstep by the time we hit the end of this journey, which is good because that means I get the distillery.
Really?
Yeah, if you die, it all goes to me, not your family or anything. That's in the contract you signed.
All right, so we're starting a new segment in the Whiskey Biscuits channel. It's called Rexercise. Where I get in shape.
Keep Rex healthy. You got the shake weighting.
I get those really short shorts
Yeah.
from like the early 80s.
And the shake weighting. Like,
I'm looking forward to the
Dude,
gifts.
okay.
Looking forward to the gifts of that right there.
The single malt is sort of ruining it for me.
Oh, really? Is this
Yeah.
a single malt?
Pick it up and what's your first smell?
Oh, it's the funky
It's the
raw
funk.
leather, yeah.
It's that raw leather, slightly sour funk.
Yeah.
Damn it!
No, but the
rye is magnificent, but
and that's just on the nose. I'm hoping this surprises me on the taste because anytime I get this specific note in a whiskey, it's not my bag. Other people may love it, not my scene, man.
if I can overcome and put that in the background like some people do with smoke, where they have to drink until the smoke becomes background, there might be something else behind here. But all I'm getting is that super green, sort of pine notey,
So the only
tree sap.
not my thing. Malt.
Did you taste it?
I tasted it. I'm gonna go back.
the same thing?
I'm gonna go back see if I acclimated to any stuff that I don't like. But first blush, not my thing. Malt Philistine. What kind of halfling whiskey sommelier talks about green label and doesn't mention that it's a blend of Talisker, Leekwood, Cragganmore, and Colilla? Come on, this is inexcusable. I want my money back. Oh shit, never mind. So is this
true.
going along with your theory from last episode where I'm just making new accounts and
Yeah. So it's funny because, we talk about how much we love green, and we didn't talk about any of the differences between the black and the green in style, what's single malt versus blended scotch, because the green is a blended malt, right? It's all malt whiskey. And the black is a blended scotch, which is great. Here's why I didn't go into those details, because when I do, Rex flips out, right? If I go in...
you can't blame me.
If every single time we drink a blended scotch, I don't spend 10 minutes explaining the differences between grain and malt, then Rex stays here on the show with me. Yeah, dude, I can't get into the single malt. That's
I really can't. No, I've
disappointing.
I've given it enough time.
I'm going to go, shockingly, I'm going to go back and re-pour the rye.
So this is what's happening.
Because this is one of the best ryes I've ever tasted.
This is what's happening. We're turning our nose up at the single malt and going for a rye.
I know! This is a weird day on the Whiskey Vault.
Man.
It's like the Twilight Zone.
John Carter. You know what pairs horribly with Johnny Walker Black, or any whiskey really? Remnants of mustache wax.
Note to self.
Do yourselves a favor and avoid this.
Yeah, see, this is why I don't use any beard oil or wax, or I use unscented shampoos and soaps, because it ruins all the whiskey otherwise.
You use a lot of shampoo?
I use a shampoo on my beard, actually, because shampoo is better on a beard than just soap is. I'm just saying.
You gotta take care of what you got. I'm gonna donate that to you.
I'm gonna donate that to Tommy!
No, drink it.
Here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
Invite me by preference.
If you steal, may I steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink,
May you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, drop a question or comment down below.